Just when you think you're living in a dull family drama, you're tossed into a wild adventure of superpowers. This is our story. A family of 4 crashes in a storm, wreaking havoc on the lake. Surprisingly, a family gains superpowers post-disaster. Dad Darshan is a minor police officer. Times L pound a tilde divide by a umat as snatches a umat letter 3ca u umat acute acute letter fef micro a umat grabs pound sign 5 a umat letter 3ca u umat a quarter or grove micro a umat shoots pound sign 2 cents a letter 3 f 2 cents a half o umat a letter 3ca a acute divide by 3 copyright micro qual letter 37 c Chinese letter o tilde circumflex a quarter o tilde a q u7 o umat micro yen a circumflex c sedilla cyrillic letter 4b 1 pound 3 o umat o grove braille 14678. Strangely, Darshan isn't frightened. Instead, he looks as nervous as if just fine. He runs to a secluded spot and holds out his hand. Miraculously, he catches the bullet, leaving Darshan as baffled as a duck swimming for the first time. He goes to the baseball field to find out. He fires up the pitching machine, but misses the first shot. Adjusting his stance, he tries again and catches a jaw-dropping 666 shots. Talk about an adrenaline rush. Little Black is almost in shock witnessing all this. To prove his abilities, Darshan asks him to aim a gun at himself. Little Black is tempted, but refuses, saying that would make him feel like a character in a guilt-ridden drama. After a battle of wits, Little Black raises the gun. Darshan catches the bullet, but Little Black faints in shock. Then he drags Darshan to the rooftop for a flying test. Darshan hesitates, but seeing Little Black's confidence, he finally decides to fly and leaps off the building. Little Black sees the huge crater left behind and humorously wonders if he fell or just let one rip. Darshan stands up, brushes off dust. Little Black jokes he can't fly. Darshan leaps again, undeterred. He almost reaches the moon, and the landing gives him such a thrill, he forgets he's human. He may not fly, but one jump takes him 800 meters high. His wife also gains superpowers, faster than the Flash, and where she runs, time seems to freeze. She floats up, smashing rearview mirrors, and cars can't even see her. She's the only woman who can run at high speed. She accidentally runs to another city, and is discovering the charm of her powers before sharing with her husband. Without hesitation, she puts on a superpower show, instantly snatching the toy her friend saw at the store. The floating papers freak everyone out. Colleagues wide-eyed in shock. Then they head to the stadium for a Jim casually runs a lap, and the device shows 602 km/h. With just a little boost, it's off the that speedometer exploded in the 3rd lap, like a battle, followed by a cloud of dust. After 888 laps, Jim stops, but breaking stuff, leaving a huge crater on the track. Meanwhile, the friend suggests Jim to deliver food for easy money, but Jim doesn't care. Running fast requires tons of snacks. After eating, he races to school to tutor his son as Darshan just tested his superpowers. His wife, Jim, calls. She finally has time for family with her lightning-fast speed and leaves work 4 hours early. They can finally study together, but Little Black calls to alert Darshan about a bank robbery, urging him to rush over and catch the criminals. Darshan leaps, crashing through the 38th floor AC unit, but fortunately he's unhurt, guided by Little Black. Darshan jumps again. As the robber drives into an alley, he crashes down, smashing the car to bits. He yanks off the car door and flings the robber out, but just as he unveils the robber's mask, a gunshot rings out. He feels a pain in his head, turns to see another robber. Darshan removes the bullet, and the robber flees. Darshan quickly calls Little Black for help through his headset, but wakes up at home, good as new. Little Black explains the bullet barely scratched his brain. About 6 millimeters, obviously. Darshan's got a body like a tank. To verify if Darshan's mind is normal, Jim turns, then gets his favorite sketch, asking if he knows it. Little Black stares, stunned. Darshan's also amazed by his wife's speed. They start guessing. Perhaps the plane crash gave them superpowers. Jim recalls the glimmering object as they sank into the lake. That shimmering object in the lake could be the key to their powers, but they have no idea about their kids' abilities. Just then, their daughter calls, Jim answers, and Little May reveals she can hear other people's thoughts. Jim realizes his daughter has superpowers. Little May's dating her boyfriend, but the show hasn't started. What do we want now? She hears Luke say, "Why are you talking about Emily?" Emily tells her they're leaving, and Little May hears everything, causing her to storm off, leaving the man utterly baffled. In the family, only son Little Shuai is normal. The couple hides superpowers temporarily, but he's unhappy. Am I still the only normal one? Little Shuai laments. In class, the teacher assigns many tough math problems. Little Shuai, already a disaster at studying, is daydreaming when suddenly his powers awaken. The math problems on the board seem to solve themselves, leaving little Shuai ecstatic. It turns out his superpower is a genius brain. Now all math is child's play for him. Meanwhile, a robber is up to no good. It's the same robber who shot him before, and he turns out to also have superpowers, able to teleport and shoot at Doshan from various. Each bullet is caught by Doshan. Seizing the moment, he tosses the robber aside, but the robber snatches the gun away. Then, the kidnapped woman in the trunk strikes back, shooting the superpowered robber dead. Looks like even superpowers can fear bullets. The next day, Little Black builds Doshan a high-tech RV, making it super easy for him to catch criminals. To catch criminals, this good man trains with his goddess, but each time is a crash fest. Just look at the mangled cars to know he's indestructible. After getting superpowers, Doshan becomes a superhero, yet sadly he's run over by cars each time he stops a criminal.